And if you want to, you know, work on your laptop here, you just plug in right there. What if this guy and the USB-C were just right here? And we just slide this over. All right, when we're going to be using the bathroom, you want to turn on the water pump and the heater to take a shower. So that should be together.
Or you want to wash dishes with hot water.
It's right there.
Yeah.
So yes, let's move water pump switch here. Paragon has been something that we've wanted to build for a very long time. Actually just started designing it in late August. So we're moving extremely fast on it. So far everything's been coming together and running smooth. Building all the tooling for it right now, and it's definitely a lot of work. We got a pretty gnarly deadline. We're pushing hard to make that happen. Right now, the biggest bottleneck with tooling is going to be the CNC machine. Just the amount of parts that we have to process on the router, it's wild. So we're, you know, pretty much running that machine 12 to 14 hours a day to just crank as much out as possible. Trying to get chemicals on this today, and then also we are still going to use that part and the other part. But Austin, that one's almost done. That one should be pretty quick. Okay. The other one should be pretty quick as well. Chad, where are you at on code 4 on that?
Running right now, and
great.
I get it done.
Great. We just want to push the boundaries of what a truck camper is. I mean, for us, it is the perfect rig. You know, Kelsey and I are obviously having a family, and it's the rig that we wanted, so we built it. We believe most people are truck camper people. You know, they want the capability, they want the comfort, they want the space, but this is the first package that kind of does everything and still maintains a fair price point. Number one, simplicity is key. We need to keep it as simple as possible. We don't want to overcomplicate things. We want to use the systems that we just know what works extremely well. So yeah, we want to stick with those. If the design is too long, the design is wrong. The best part is no part, the best process is no process. Instead of building something that has, you know, 7 different parts that bolt together, we really put a lot of time into making this thing manufacturable. A good example is our kitchen composite part. If we were going to do this out of bamboo, every single piece of geometry is going to have to be a different part, and that different part is going to have to get fastened. By making this a full one-piece composite structure, our cabinet is already built off the tool. So it makes manufacturing much easier. I mean, we cut out potentially 30 parts just right there by doing this one thing. And if we can do that over and over and over again, that's how we're able to hit a great price point. The experience of building 200 flagships and designing, now this is our 4th product that we've designed. We've built over 60 tools. I mean, we've infused 3,400 parts. When you start getting to those numbers, you learn a lot. You know, just took all the feedback from pure repetition, what customers, you know, what they like, what they don't like, what could be improved on it by, you know, if you just put this latch over here, it doesn't hit off this part. And so we really tried to think through all that on this one. So Paragon's really designed for a little bit of everything. You know, first, we're trying to design around what is the mission? You know, like how many days are we trying to do in this camper? What is our ideal trip where we're gonna be comfortable in this thing? We actually start designing by putting in all the systems in the right locations to help evenly weight out the camper and keep it as simple as possible. We fit every single component in there because we wanna know if we need to make this 2 inches longer now, this is the time to do it. We're on the last 1%. Tool making files are all sent to production. Yeah, we have 4 composite tools already made, complete, plug done, mold done. We have 1 other plug cut, starting assembling on it tomorrow, and then from there, you know, our goal is 1 mold a week. So just keep cranking them out. This is the first shop Paragon rig. Pretty much have this thing fully kitted out. We have stage 3 lighting, winch, full Carly suspension, 37s. We're getting this thing wrapped up by Monday so we can start flex testing. Once we're finished with everything on our end, it goes out to Carly so they can custom tune the shocks to get this thing driving amazing. Yeah, all Paragons come blacked out. We just like the look of it better. The badging's blacked out. The front grille is blacked out. Front emblem as well as the bumper. We're still waiting on the bumper parts though. And then go ahead and select boom, boom, and same with the door. Now that right there is that's all tooling foam.
Okay.
And I'm not changing any of that, so.
That's all good here.
Yep.
Where he can get to.
Yeah, because even if he can get it, if you guys can get it loaded and started and just give me the ops, I can keep running it all night. Okay. Well, until like 9 o'clock, so.
Okay.
Sweet.
So then we can start tool pathing it and actually telling the machine how to cut it. Because you know, the old machinist joke is people think in machining you just walk up to the machine and press go and it's going to spit you out a part, but in reality there's a lot more that goes into it. So you got to take your time and consider a lot of different things. Your material, your height of the material, machine capabilities, your tooling. So there's a lot of different things you got to think about before you just start making parts. And that's another thing, is that we can simulate on the computer before we even run it, so we can kind of check for problems. So like you can see here, we still have a big chunk of leftover material. You can see it just taking away all that extra material. And then on the final, we're going to come through and do our final cutout or along the perimeter, and then our part will be finished. So once we process everything and get it sent to the machines and cut, and we build a little roadmap that'll get sent out to the guys in the shop like Tony, and then they're going to start building it and putting it all together so that we have the finished plug, and then from there the finished mold.
So this week our big crunch was to get this Paragon roof mold done. This is all based off of the plug, which is our MDF substructure, which basically is just like a master part. After a 3D scan, we ensure that all of our dimensions are right. The mold is then applied over the top of the plug. We lay on glass. We lay on our core, we lay on some more glass. Once we pop this, that'll give us a nice surface to then be able to make our composite parts off of and leave them with the same finish every time and the same dimensions, everything like that stays true to where we wanted it to be. Basically, you know, we'll knock this out in just a few days. With, you know, the right tools and the right chemicals and everything like that, we're really able to make a strong part that weighs next to nothing. We have our process so dialed in that we know that, yeah, this part comes out, it fits right where it needs to go, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about how it's gonna fit. I think this is awesome too. I mean, all the guys are super excited about it. We have an amazing crew, and I think it goes to show that, you know, when you have people that really care about their work and are not just there to make their 8 hours, like, we make some very beautiful parts. I'm very proud of all of these molds that we're making, and it's cool to be able to see like all your hard work comes into a repeatable thing, so that every Paragon, you know that all the sanding, all the little corners, very detailed work that you did in the beginning is what's going to make that part so beautiful every time, no matter how many we make.
So it's Monday morning, and Tony and I this weekend got finished up on the frame for the interior roof for the Paragon. So now we have to use a little mechanical force to get the mold out of the plug. So we got a forklift around. She looks like she's moving. Popping a mold off of a plug is not as easy as popping a part off a mold, because the mold is not yet shiny. It doesn't have our release chemicals on it yet. So we're gonna have to jostle this thing a little bit, give it a little shaky shake to get her to pop out.
So it took the MDF with it on the bottom.
Yeah.
But that'll be easy to get off. If maybe we can get this off, that it might start releasing a little bit more.
Yeah, because I think the foam is releasing. It's just stuck on.
Which is honestly, what if we just release all the foam around it?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because then we can set it down. The challenge that we run into is finding the right amount of release material to get it to stick during the mold making process, but also make it manageable to be able to pull all these chunks off. So this is totally normal, looks good. So yeah, we'll get all this pulled out, and the fun part with tooling gel coat is just how tough it is. We want it to be tough so it doesn't scratch when we're working on it and cycling a ton of parts out of it, which is really good in the mold to have that much toughness, but the sanding process is brutal. We'll go 320 to 2000, and then we'll do a cut and buff on it, and then we'll do a final polish to get all the swirl marks out, and it's ready for a Class A finish. Yeah, overall super happy with the first layup and infusion. This is really one of the first parts that we tested out with a reduced trim operation. So trim normally takes, you know, a solid 1 to 2 hours per part. What I'm hoping to do though in the future is figure out how we can get this glass cut out of here. So what I would like to do is when this foam goes in, we lay up a 4-inch strip on it. Then this piece, we cut the first glass that goes in here out. That way when this is set in, there's glass on that and we don't have to. Does that make sense?
You're just trying to punch the gel coat out.
Yes.
Wrap the glass, like lay your glass with the hole there, next layer wraps over, and there's nothing here but gel coat.
Yes. So then this part, like obviously we'll have to trim the front and rear, but we just knocked out like 90% of the trim. Or, you know what, we haven't made this side foam yet. I could just put it in the side foam.
Into that.
Yeah. So if we did that, then we have our full bonding surface. Why don't we just do that? We'll just add 3/8 to this foam.
Don't add too much.
Huh?
Just don't add too much so it's
yes.
gonna push the foam
Yes.
in the roofing.
What do you think? 1/4 inch gap?
I don't know, how big is that gap?
4/38, 1/2 inch.
Yeah, maybe 1/4.
Okay. That way we have room to come this way with it as well.
And a 1/4 inch is a lot easier to fill than.
Yes. And if we really needed to, we could wet lay some more layers of glass on this to tighten that up. In production, we'll have it dialed, but for this one, if we need to throw some extra strips on there, we will.
Good.
We're going to be scanning the driver's side plug to check accuracy back to the CAD file. So this is going to tell us what's high, what's low, so we can adjust the plug before we start doing body work to get us really, really close. Our goal is plus or minus 70 thou, which is about a 16th. And over a part this big, that's incredible. We have to have extreme precision, and there's just no way to check this with the tape measure. You pretty much need a high-grade 3D scanner to get close. And this whole time I'm just looking back at the computer screen, just making sure everything's still green and it's reading everything. These big pockets are definitely more challenging to get all the way down in there. She's picked it up pretty nicely. So next step now is save it, and then we'll take it into engineering and do post-processing on it. So the first thing it does is it imports the scan data. So what this is telling me is that the blue is low, red's high. We're gonna have to go back and look. These are all the parts right here in green that are gonna be interfacing with other parts, and that all looks really good. The only parts that are slightly concerning is right here and this section up front here. But overall, for first scan, we're getting pretty close. I'll put some reference points in here for the guys on the shop floor so they can see what I'm seeing and start making some adjustments. But all this interfacing geometry here is within a millimeter, which is very, very accurate.
We just went through that first scan and kind of got a rough idea of where we needed to make some adjustments. So Took some screws out, did a little bit of adjusting on the substructure, got it to where we think we're a little happier with it. So now it's just going to be a second scan to verify that those changes that we made were what we wanted.
Yeah, after Tony made those adjustments, the scan came out good and we're happy with it, so we're moving forward. We're in the assembly shop. We're working on the truck right now. So we cut the pass-through yesterday. We're working on the fuel system and running all the electrical to the camper. We have 14 days until we leave to go to Flagstaff. 7 of those days are going to be still down in the composite shop. So we essentially have 7 days once it comes up here to build everything out and get it out the door. So we're doing everything possible to save time when it comes up. So even if it's something little like putting in fuses in the fuse block, anything possible to save us time is what we're trying to do right now. We're finishing up the last round of the interior plugs, and then the molds will be done by the end of the week. So we're looking really good. We're hitting the schedule that we need to hit to have that week to build out the interior. We're hoping for at least 1 more week, but we can make this work with where we're at. We just got to see on timing on everything.
I mean, if we just need to squeeze out a day
Yeah.
or 2. So if we can get these interior parts by Friday, we can bond Friday
That's
or bond Saturday.
from the parts that we have left. Like for sure, like what we have to get done right now is building the rest of the plugs. I think we need to focus on getting the Paragon up there. If we can bond it Monday and get it up there Tuesday. That's the target we need to hit. Basically have to make that mold by Wednesday. That's where we're running out of time.
Well, they're doing bathroom now, right?
Yep.
We're
But
gonna start UBS tomorrow.
I was hoping today. Today's like the only shot we have, so that's why we need to get with George and just make sure that that is #1 priority. Yep, that's the UBS. That's the next one we need. That one is super important. It's not often that you get to have a good push like this with an incredible group of people. All the late nights, working probably twice as hard as what we normally work, but it's paying off. It's really, everyone here has put a lot of hard work into it to get this to where it's at.
So we do high-end stuff here, and a lot of that is from the experience that I've gained from previous shops, and I've applied that here. We take pride in anything that we do. We want to glass out any clear coat job. We want all the metallics to lay down the way that they should. We are very much so perfectionists. Pushing. So we've been doing almost 10 to 11-ish hour days. We grind, we work hard over here. We've got 1 more piece that we have to spray, but we've met our deadlines. We've got to prime and base everything on schedule, but it's been tight. Yeah, and then we'll just put the door right there. So we use Glazert as our main source of paint here, which is gonna give you like an extremely high-end automotive finish, which is not common in this industry. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Colorado pinstripes taking this to the woods. With our clear coat, we could buff that out immediately. That would take no time at all. That's effortless for us. But that UV from the clear coat is really gonna help protect that long term. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Yeah. I think we'll be able to guide coat and block that out. The rest of this looks good though. And as far as my crew here, like I can depend on all of them. I can trust each one of them, Victor, Frank, and that goes a long way. And Frank, I've worked previously painting private jets, so we built a long-term relationship, and that's fortunately carried us here, which is great.
We're working these longer hours, we're putting in more effort, but that finished product is going to equate to that. And we're documenting all the little things that we're changing. So moving forward, as we standardize this build, it's going to be perfect every single time. For me, I'm very prideful with anything that I touch. I treat it as it's my own. And that's the way that I think anybody here probably looks at it the same way.
I mean, for us, we like doing these type of projects. We like the challenge. We like the diversity of work, and you know, it's what makes us better as a company. When we do push ourselves and hit these deadlines, you know, we learn something new. When time is against you and you have to get something done by a certain time, you think differently about how a process is done, and you know, it pushes you to think outside the box to hit these goals. From that beginning to end finish, like there's not a lot of things I've done in my life that equate to that kind of pride. Like you do put in really hard work and it almost seems like it's not gonna happen or be a thing, but when it finally does happen, it's just like insane. It was like the first Megatron. When we were done with that, that was unreal to look at that truck, and we were like, we created this entire composite shell, you know, from rolls and cans of tack spray and a little bit of chemistry and some resin, you know.
So to be a part of the first one is like, it's a blessing to me to be a part of this journey with him and the entire crew at Supertramp.
It's a very lucky thing with the team that we have here. I'm very grateful. I don't think Supertramp would be the same company, you know, that it is without, you know, these idealisms set with all these people that are proud of it. Everyone from composites to paint to assembly, all these people, they look at their finished product and they're very proud of what they've done, along with the team efforts of what everyone else has done to come together to create this amazing product.
Right now we got Paragon up at the assembly shop. We're excited, like this thing is finally up here. We have been talking about it and working on the molds forever. Everyone's pretty stoked on it, and we have a team doing exterior, team doing interior, team doing electrical, team on the roof. It's gonna be gnarly. We have 7 days. I don't know when we're gonna go home, but yeah, we're just gonna hammer on it until we're tired. with having a week to build this, it does prove a couple things to us. One, this thing is manufacturable. The first one is always difficult to build, right? Because it's all the little tweaks here and there. But we are using a lot of the systems from Flagship. So we're very familiar with how these systems go together and talk to one another.
We're running a two-way switch on the main pump lights. I have 4 wires coming over here. So
if you bond that and you just want to sand out the FRP to get the window to go in, that's fine too, as long as we're good at the bottom. Yeah, cool.
So there's a lot of interior finishing parts. So it's like some stuff that I wouldn't call it an oversight. It's just like, what do we want to do here? We haven't figured that part out yet. So now it's like, well, we need to fill this panel up and still leave room for some other excess for wiring and other things. So we have the camper in hand now. So we're taking measurements and we're gonna design the parts, build them in CAD, and then we're gonna machine them or 3D print them, whatever process we deem fit. So that's what prototyping is all about. It's like, we need a part to solve this specific solution. So a lot of companies, I feel like, if you needed a part, whether they designed it or not, they're not gonna be able to just make it same day or next day. So that's our whole goal, is like, especially in crunch time right now, it's like, we need this part, let's design it, we'll make it tonight, tomorrow, we can do it super fast. So that's one of the biggest benefits of having manufacturing in-house.
We made all the visual progress. Now it's gonna be all the little details that are super boring, but we get them all done. So the goal for tomorrow is get plumbing wrapped up and majority of the wiring. Monday, Tuesday will be the last couple pieces. All those little tiny things that we didn't get to, I want Monday to be really that day. Tuesday is just clean, QC, test everything, and then we're ready to leave on Wednesday. Do you guys want to hang out in there for a little bit? You don't have to. Nick wants to.
I want to see it.
Like 10 people, right?
Ski house is gonna be sick. Ski house.
We'll snake and slither down in there, and we'll tie it together, and we'll pull that snake right back out the hole.
No. Okay. All right. Can we get out of here? Yeah.
Well, I'll check if it's ready.
Okay. We are leaving Wednesday afternoon, and what's today, Monday? Yeah. Today is Monday, day 6 of the build. We're 95% there. Really stoked on the team. We pushed pretty hard this weekend to get it to where it's at. We have to adjust the leaf pack. We actually oversprung it. The camper came out lighter than we originally expected, so that is great. By end of day tomorrow, all the big stuff will be done, systems tested. That leaves us with Wednesday morning just to put the final touches on it, put the logo on, and we're on our way to Flagstaff. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. I know everybody put in a ton of hard work. I truly believe there's no other company in the US that would be able to do this. The hard work's paying off, and yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds with this product. I think it's freaking perfect. Like, it is the Paragon. Outside faucet, and then there's an outside shower on the other side, and then
love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hop on in there.
Are you handsome? Yeah.
Oh man.
What's your favorite feature?
This. Yeah. It's amazing. Like, it's so comfortable for 2 people. Yeah. Stoked on it.
Awesome work, guys! It looks so good. So nice.
They're so big too.
This feels so good and natural. I love the wooden block. It looks so good. And the step feels really good. I was nervous about the step.
What's up, buddy?
Yay!
What do you think? You like it?
It's pretty awesome.
I mean, if it wasn't for the team, there's no way we'd be driving this thing to the show right now. So, yeah, really happy about that. I don't know another group of people that are willing to stay and push to accomplish, you know, the greater vision of the company and where we're going and what we're trying to do. I didn't have to ask for people to come in on weekends to stay late. They all stepped up and made it happen. I seriously feel like we have the best team. 7 days basically to build the whole thing. So we finished up, you know, at 8, 9 o'clock every night, and we're back at the shop at 6, 7 a.m. and we just hammered on it and got it done. It's really the experience that we have of building, the amount of tools that we've built, the amount of parts that we've built, and I think all that is what led to this being put together so well. We would not be driving the Expo if people didn't care just as much as I do or as Kelsey does.